So guys, welcome back. This is Anime Knockout, and I found this dope image, and so I figured I would use it for my next what if. What if Deku was a Saiyan? I know this is an idea that's been done way before, but I'm going to put my own twist on it. And this actually should be titled What If Deku Was a Half Saiyan, but that's not going to get any searches, so it's all about what's a good title. Just kidding, no. He's not going to be a half Saiyan. Why did I even say that? What? I was acting like if Deku's parents were someone important, like Jing or Mito. Not Mito. Minato. The guy from Naruto. Fourth Hokage. That's the guy. Okay, so no. So Deku's going to land on Earth. Still be found by Inko. And when he go at 4 years old. I know, this is epic content. Epic gamer content. And I still think this image is dope. So, Deku's just sitting there. You know, Deku's sitting there in his chair with his tail, and he'd be like, but I have this, they'd be diagnosed quirkless, and he'd be like, but I have this tail, and he'd probably be like, I'm not sure why I have that tail, but it's not a quirk or something. We'll keep running tests. And so they run more tests, and he still come back negative. So he's an alien, so he doesn't have a quirk. But Deku's punch, even though he's diagnosed quirkless, people still think he can be a hero because he's just that dope, and he's got that nice Saiyan hair with his nice Super Saiyan blue. Just kidding, no, he's not Super Saiyan blue. I'm not going to be like most people where he learns the Spirit Bomb and Kaioken. No, because he learned the Kaioken, and there's not going to be anything with the Dragon Ball universe. It's just no Dragon Balls, just no Raditz, none of that. Just Deku being powerful. Deku equals power. So Deku is just sitting there. As Deku's strength. Deku punches through robots at the entrance exam. Oh no, I forgot the sludge villain. I always forget a couple parts. Deku just punches the sludge villain and flies up to. Yeah, he learned to fly. Okay, I'm gonna explain this in more detail later parts because that's just because I don't have time. So I figured just telling everyone this and this new exponentially more powerful Deku is just gonna be way more. He's gonna be better than having weak Deku. So Deku flies up and slams his foot right into the face. Oh no! I should put that at the end of the video. Okay. Stick around to the end because I have an announcement. And so Deku slams his foot into it before flying down and punching him in the sludge villain in the face, knocking him out. And the sludge villain gets separated and can't hold him. And so he gets put into those 2 bottles and the Bakugans, and it never happens. As Deku punches through every single robot. When he takes the written exam. And Saiyans aren't dumb by nature. So he has no problem. Goku's dumb by rocket science, but he's great at fighting. So play to their strengths because Saiyans aren't dumb. It's just a fact. So Deku's just sitting there, punching through his foes. And when the 0 pointer shows up, he hears Uraraka scream, and he slams his foot right into the rubble. And then Izuku flies up and starts beating onto the 0 pointer. The 0 pointer stands no chance against. Because he's trying to swat him away, but Izuku's just too fast. And so he lands one final and spicy punch. And so Deku's considered like top tier. Like I would say he has like 150 points, but he probably stole them from a lot of no-name characters that just no one cares about. So I'm gonna say Yuga. Anyone who's in Class 1A or Class 1B who is in that arena still pass. And so Izuku then slams his. Then Izuku like throws the ball. I'm gonna say 150, not 100, 1,500 meters. And so Izuku then, it's just, I'm gonna say like Izuku does really well, first place, and Mineta gets expelled, and I give full credit to Plus Ultraman for this idea. This is not my idea in the slightest. And, but Plus Ultraman is where I got this idea from. Kendo will be moved up to Class 1A, and Shinso will be moved up into Class 1B. Because it doesn't make sense to have stuff with uneven classes. Izuku easily wins this challenge. Like, he just decks Bakugo in the stomach before knocking him out. And same with... And then Izuku just says, wow, I expected this to be hard. Like, and then touches the nuke, like the fake nuke. And so now we're gonna get to the USJ. And this is probably gonna take up a lot of time on the recording. I'm hoping for this to be like a 20-25 minute video, but it's Deku's just slamming his fist into just fly. He raises his left hand and then creates a huge blast to knock the villains away before slamming his foot into a couple, putting a nice and spicy punches to the face. A Deku costume looks like what you see in this picture. Yeah, this picture is what Deku's costume looks like. Mostly because I love that picture. I found it online and it is amazing. And if the person who made this picture, made the art, is watching, I'll give full credit to you for this, because this art is dope. But here it is. So, Izuku is fighting Nomu, because there's no... If he does get teleported, he comes up with a similar solution as in canon, but I doubt he would get teleported just because Izuku's too fast. It took at least a second. Maybe a bit more. And Izuku can at least escape that because it wasn't that far. So Izuku versus Nomu is way more even than Deku. He's not as close as All Might was, but he's not as outclassed as Aizawa was, so it's sort of in the middle. But he still does get near dead. And he's barely conscious, thrown next, and Nomu's about to kill Deku. I mean, not kill Deku. I mean, kill the rest of Class 1A that's sitting on top of the stairs. But then Izuku hears that, and he's like right next to them. And then Izuku's eyes lose their pupils. And his hair stands up. And, sort of in a Super Saiyan fashion. Sort of like in this picture. Just his normal sort of greenish yellow. And then Nomu gets hit in the stomach, and it like makes a burn mark. And then Izuku's walking down, and he's in raw Super Saiyan. You thought I was gonna say normal Super Saiyan, didn't you? No, why would it go into normal Super Saiyan? No, he doesn't have the S cells for that. But full Super Saiyan, he just rushes at his foe and beats the crap out of Nomu for about 30 seconds. And the only appearance, and it was a movie by even that account, of False Super Saiyan, he was at least able to hold it for like 30 seconds. So I'm going to say False Super Saiyan. He is able to outclass Nomu. I'm going to say they are actually forced to retreat. Well, actually, no, I don't think they should retreat. Yeah, no, they shouldn't retreat, because as then Nomu gets the upper hand as soon as the form falls and he gets hit. But then All Might just comes in with that nice United States of just getting destroyed, smash, and then it hits. And after that, he gets his arm grabbed and yeeted. And once he's yeeted, he then says, yoink, he says yoink. So after he yeets at his foe, they just get into a slugfest. And it goes similar to canon, but I'm going to say, like, when All Might's being into that portal, that's my key blast impression. It's pew, 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 pew. He goes pew. And he hits Nomu in the side before then hitting Korogiri. As then All Might is saved. All Might. But then Izuku's like, but then the same goes to canon. But then when the villains start to get back up, Izuku then just throws a key blast at one of their backs. And then the teachers show up as Izuku is just sitting there, like, pretty broken and battered, and he gets healed. And Izuku, when he takes a lot of damage, you know what happens. He gets a Zenkai boost. Zenkai boost. He got a boost of Zenkais. He got a boost of Zenkais. He got a boost. Charging my attack. So then the sports festival begins as Izuku's just racing through, kicks one of the 0-pointers in the face. And then after his face is just boom, like he smashed it, he flies above everything and just wins easily. And then the cavalry battle, raise your hands to the sky. Just kidding, no, he just flies up to the and he makes the excuses that he's charging an attack. And then he goes pew. Pew, pew, pew. That's my laser noise. And so that's what you're going to be hearing every time a key blast that's going to be fired off from now on. As Deku versus Todoroki makes Deku angry because Todoroki is not using his fire. And so Deku screams out, use your fire, Todoroki. It's not your fire, Squirt, you idiot. It's yours. Does he have control? No, as then Izuku slams his fist into the ground as then when creates a huge amount of dust, and then Izuku looks back at him with golden hair. As flames get shot at him, and they get deflected. And then Izuku passes out, giving Todoroki the win. Because, of course, he can't access Super Saiyan this early. He's only 15. And he probably doesn't have enough S cells to even trigger the form. He just pushed his body beyond the limit. So, I doubt he's able to trigger Super Saiyan. It's just, I don't think it's possible. So the only way he was able to trigger it is because he was at so much anger that it was able to trigger the form. But I feel like his body just can't handle it. So the rest of Sports Festival goes as canon, actually. And then after that, I'm going to say, next we're going to go into the internships. And I would say due to the way he fell, they would assume, so the way he fell out, he would have a couple offers. One from Gran Torino, I'm going to say one from Manual, and one from Endeavor. Yes. And Deku's taking the one from Endeavor. And so the Stain fight, well, see you in the next video. Okay, but here's the thing I wanted to announce at the end. So I'm thinking about doing this series called Worlds Collide, where I take different characters from different series, and I stack them on top of another What If. And I'll just call it Worlds Collide after the fact. Like at the end of the video, like the end of the title, it will be Worlds Collide. So make sure you read those titles when you ring that bell, is because if you want to see the Worlds Collide content, it will be. So I think this, and also I would because I've been wanting to do a lot of stuff with the Phantom Troop, but I can't do. What if the Phantom Troop was in My Hero Academia? Plus, what if Deku had Zenu's power? Plus, what if the Akatsuki were also in the Phantom Troop? No. I would call it Worlds Collide and say, what if Deku had Zenu's powers? Worlds Collide. So that's what I'm going to do. And I hope you guys don't disagree with that. And, so, and then because I have a couple other ideas that I've been thinking about. What if Deku was Machi's son? Was probably one of my ideas. But then I also have this one. What if Deku had All for All Worlds Collide? And if I do the Worlds Collide idea, if you guys want Worlds Collide, just tell me and I'll do it. So, that will be video.